So it's September 17th, 12:10 after midnight. And we're gonna have like this huge chemistry test, and the test syllabus is actually all the fucking things we've ever learned. And since yesterday morning, people on the bus were already holding chemistry notes. And it's just so intense. It's never been this intense before. People have never paid so much effort and so much attention to chemistry before, because this is like life and death now. Everyone has to get, good grades and high scores, as high as fucking possible, soaring on the sky, or else you're gonna die. I'm getting elementary school vibes right now. People are actually caring about this. Jesus. Okay, so we'll start with 1, and then we'll go all the way from 1 to book 2. I don't know where's book 2. It's already gone. I think I have 4A. Shit! 4B's at school. Great, I guess it's time for me to accept my fate. That I am destined to die earlier than anyone else that I have ever known in my fucking lifetime. Ha! Because I'm gonna fail chemistry. Okay. Hey guys, what's up? It's the Culture Detective here, talking about school again, because school is a very important part of my life. I think that 90% of my life is dedicated to school, because school is life. There are some other small things in my life that I guess I'm kind of interested about, like music and movies, but it's not that I care about school more than music and movies. It's actually the other way around. But school is more, school takes up more percentage of my life than music or movies. Like I go to school like 10-11 hours every day, and I listen to like music for 1 hour every day. I don't know, but yeah, that's it. Have I ever told you where I got this cup? This is from Bayonne, which is like southwest France. Pretty cool. Anyway, my last school video is literally me talking straight for 40 something minutes on September 11th. I cut some of the minutes out because it's a little too long. And now I'm gonna resume. Let's start off with September 12th. And on that day, I actually feel kind of happy and hopeful again, because I feel like I'm slowly but surely reaching the ladder of social status, I guess. I'm getting more friends, people are talking to me more, and that's pretty cool, I think. We have the house meeting. There are 4 houses in my school, like any other normal secondary school does, and I'm in Orange House, and every year, annually, we will have a house meeting where every single member in that house has to go to one location to, talk about the house. And we have a completely new set of committees in the house, a new house captain, a new house vice captain, a new treasurer, yada yada. And they're all pretty trashy. All the former house committees, like Oliver and Jeffrey, were like, you know, not so great. And we also got a Chinese tutorial class after school, which is actually great. Our Chinese teacher is legitimately one of my favorite teachers in my school, if not my favorite. I mean, the way he teaches is just brilliant. It just makes learning Chinese way more entertaining and interesting. But yeah, that's basically it. Nothing all that important really happened on September 12th. On the next day, it's Mid-Autumn Festival, and it's a big deal because it's my last Mid-Autumn Festival in Hong Kong. So I gotta celebrate hard, man. I gotta celebrate hard. But in contrary, I didn't feel as happy as on September 12th. Maybe it's because I feel a little lonely again. You know, it's just a cycle of, you know, loneliness and hope and loneliness and hope. And during recess, Mary and two of her friends, one of them is actually the former house captain of Orange House, but nobody really cares. Anyway, Mary and two of her friends suddenly sneaked. Not sneaked, you know, they did it very naturally. Not like they're trying to hide themselves or anything. They went into my classroom and went to Oliver's seat, and they were just looking through Oliver's stuffs. And then they checked Selena's seat and looking through her stuffs. And they were all in blue sweaters, which is really strange because the weather is really hot right now. Nobody really wears sweater unless in the indoors when the air conditioner is being, you know, very chill. And before Mary left the classroom, she's a pretty paranoid person, right? So she would take another peek into the classroom before she leaves. And I still remember, you know, this is the door, and she would do this, and then just leaves. And, like, I saw, like, half her face in the doorway. But yeah, in the lunchtime, all of us people in 6A, we are in the 6A class. We have a home class, okay? It's a different system, you know, comparing to, you know, USA or whatever. It's a different class system. We're all assigned to a permanent home class every year. We're in 6A. Mary's in 6C. And so all of us 6Ers stayed in the classroom, and people in our class actually brought pizza and fried chicken, and we just celebrated. And we wanted to play music, but all my classmates didn't know what kind of music to play other than the Hong Konger protest anthem and some other, you know, cliche Hong Kong songs. So I played like my own music. But of course people wouldn't like the kind of music I like unless it's mainstream or catchy. I tried Lil Nas X, and people aren't really that crazy about it. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. I played Death Grips, and I made sure I played the craziest Death Grip song I could ever find. So Hot Head came to me. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna play Death Grips Hot Head in the middle. Not in the middle, in the classroom, right in front of two teachers. So I did that, and it was noisy, it was crazy, people were like, what the fuck? And I felt great. Achievement unlocked, playing Death Grips in the classroom, actually twice, you know, I've done this twice in my life already. And then after school, I stayed behind. People who were taking maths module 2 stayed behind in the classroom. They had extra tutorial class. I stayed behind because I'm stupid, but I talked to Pink again, and this time instead of talking about Pink's suicidal tendencies and self-harm, I talk about myself a little bit, and not my, you know, deepest emotional stuffs, but like some of my like on top of that, I talk about my identity. and what roles I played. In that I am the detective, and I like to investigate people when I was young. And that a lot of the people I know are kind of crazy and weird. And we had a pretty interesting conversation. And Pink, I asked Pink if she thinks that me and Leo are different now. And Pink was like, yeah, we are. Like, me and Leo were actually really different. Even though in the very beginning, Pink thought that me and Leo were really similar because we're both outcasts. And I also asked Pink if I seem like a logical person or more of a sentimental person. And at first, Pink said logical, which is disappointing. But she thought for a while, and she's like, oh, sentimental, because you write diaries, right? So I guess my real personality is kind of all over the place, maybe kind of fluctuating, I don't know. And then we have September 16th, next Monday. Nothing really important happened. Mary came to the classroom again and talked to Selena and Suki and Oliver really seriously for some reason. I really wanted to befriend Mary and Linda. I saw both of them yesterday morning and I was like, wow, they're still friends? Damn, I'm happy for them. But yeah, I really want to befriend Mary. I don't know why. I don't think she's like that special, but like she seems like an interesting person and a cool person to hang with, you know? And what's the worst thing about it is that I and Mary were actually friends for like 2 months, and I lost her, and she thinks I'm a retard ever since. So if I can befriend her again, it would be like the epitome of my redemption arc. But yeah. Yeah, not much actually happened. We have the chemistry test, the incredibly insane, fucked up, almost 2-hour-long chemistry test, with the syllabus being 6 books, like this thick. And people already started revising on in the morning of September 16th, because people are just too hardworking. So yeah. And then on the next day, of course, we have the chemistry test, and I did the test, and people outside the classroom were actually taking a peek, and one of them is Ernest, because Ernest dropped chemistry. You can actually do that, where you just decide to not take that class anymore. Officially speaking, you don't skip it, you actually officially drop it. So Ernest is outside of the classroom, and he saw me, and I was like dying inside when I did the Chinese test. And later on the day, Ernest told me that I looked like I was dying inside. And when I was leaving the school, me and Adam were leaving, and Tyrus, he saw me, and he said I look so, you know, like depressed, but not like depressed, like wilt, like how a flower's wilt. I'm wilt. I don't know why, but my voice is getting progressively deeper and deeper every day. But yeah, let's talk about September 18th, where okay, September 18th. There's PE class again, which sucks. I hate PE. And the people in Potato Gang, the boy gang, Kingsley and Ernest, they were playing basketball, and I suck at basketball, but I really want to be in their gang, you know, be a part of them at least. And I sucked. And at some point when I was playing the game, I didn't even know if I was in the game or was I out of the game. I was that bad. Also, September 19th is Tom's birthday. I told him happy birthday, and he's like, whoa, everyone's saying happy birthday to me. It's so touching. And Jordana said happy birthday before I did. and then I told Tom I said to Tom happy birthday, and then Tom was like, oh, it's so touching, and Jordana said, wait, so if my name says happy birthday, it's touching, but when I say happy birthday, it's not touching? But yeah. Also, during lunch, I actually went with Bean Gang, you know, Tom's gang, because it's Tom's birthday, and I want to just, you know, be a friendly, nice guy. So, yeah. At some point when we were in the restaurant, Bernese's gang came out of nowhere, and they were like, they wanted to, you know, eat in the restaurant as well, but the restaurant is completely full. There are 2 empty seats across me and Nick, and it's actually reserved for Adam and Marty. So Bernese and 2 of her friends came into the restaurant, and I told one of her friends that it's full, so they left. And I was like, you know, I also kind of want to befriend Bernese, because I and Bernese were friends for like 1 year, you know, and then again stuff's happened. I've lost more friends than I have gained friends, you know. Also in the morning during the hall assembly, it's not a thing in USA, right? But it's very much a thing in I think schools in the UK, I don't know, but on some mornings we have to go to the school hall for an assembly where everyone just goes there, and teachers and students make announcements and do presentations. So Natalie did a presentation, and it's cringy as hell. Okay, I told Natalie that, and Natalie's like, it's supposed to be cringy, and I'm like, nope. Anyway, on the next day, September 19th, not much really happened as well. Apparently there's some sort of beef between Jordana and some other people, and that's funny because Jordana doesn't eat beef. I heard Russel secretly tell Grant about something about someone hating on him and Edward, and maybe that's someone's Jordana. But then later on, Jordana and Grant hung out, so I don't know what's going on. And then maybe Jordana also hates Selena and Suki, but then they were also hanging out, so I don't know what's going on. They weren't hanging out specifically, I guess. They were just talking, I don't know. And then I think Jordana and Anne argued, and Natalie actually told me that Anne is starting to dislike Jordana, which is very understandable, because Jordana, I'm gonna be honest here, Jordana is a pretty spoiled rich girl, you know. She's really rich, she has a great family, she eats great food all the time, she lives in a fancy big house, and she's always complaining about, you know, small things, and it's just, first world problems. And, okay, now, there's something I wanna talk about. Now I'm beginning to have a theory that the people that I used to know, say Jeffrey or Karoline or Mary, they actually are purposefully avoiding to talk to me, as well as Natalie, because they know we're weird, and so they're not talking to me. Karoline went to the classroom because she needs to borrow a lab coat because she has to do chemistry experiment test. She asked everyone, including Harry, but I was there, okay? I was standing very near her, and she just acted as if I don't exist. So maybe she's actually purposefully avoiding to talk to me. Same goes for Mary. Maybe Mary doesn't want to talk to me because she thinks I'm a retard or something. And if that's true, then I need to prove it to her that I'm not a retard, which stinks. And same goes for Jeffrey. Jeffrey came to us and asked if he could borrow safety goggles for the chemistry experiment test, and he just ignored me, you know. Anyway, also on the same day, we had to do a Chinese writing exercise, and again there are 2 questions. There are 2 topics that we could choose to write with. One of them is after the fun, I feel down, and it's a feelings sentimental kind of passage. And then the other topic is should people follow trends or have their own styles? And that's an argumentative essay. And I told myself, you know what, fuck it. I don't want to write argumentative essays ever, even though they're obviously the safer choice, especially for someone who sucks at Chinese. But you know what, I have feelings too, and I want to write them, and I hate writing boring essays. I want to write weird abstract stuff. So I decided to write the other topic, the passage where it's more feeling based. And I realized that the thing I'm writing about is actually not that rare. It's actually really common. I wrote about, you know, graduation party, and how it felt lonely in the graduation party, because it's a really me thing to feel lonely. Turns out everybody's writing about the same thing. Except, what makes my passage different from all the other passages that my classmates are writing that are about graduation dinner / party is that in their case, they don't feel lonely, but I do. I feel outcast. Outcast. But yeah. Anyway, the next day is September 20th. Nothing all that important really happened as well, I guess. I'm trying my best to think about what happened, but really not much. Yeah, not much. Again, I try my best to, you know, get Mary's attention. Hopefully she acknowledges my existence. But she hasn't yet. At least for 1.5 years, she hasn't really looked at me. No, she looked at me before, but she never really said my name or react to my existence for 1.5 years. And then I also tried my best to, you know, be in Potato Gang, hang out with them, which is pretty cool. Kingsley, who sits beside me, made a little paper box for himself because he doesn't have a pencil case. He's a very primal person. So he folded, you know, a piece of paper and made a paper box to store his, you know, stationaries. And that's pretty cool. Yeah, really not much is happening. After school on September 19th, actually, I was leaving with Pink, Leo, and Topher for some reason. Topher followed along, even though he's a stinky pervert. And I knew, so me, Leo, Pink, and Topher, we were heading towards the mall, to the, how do I say, to the seaside mall. And I know that Natalie is there, but everyone else didn't know. So I followed Leo, Pink, and Topher to the mall, and they saw Natalie, and I did this to Natalie, and Natalie also did this to me. And then so Topher, Leo, and Pink left, and I went back and saw Natalie and Anne, and then they started talking about Jordana, how spoiled is Jordana, and then Jordana just pops up out of nowhere in the spur of the moment, and I was like, wait, aren't you guys arguing? And they said that Jordana doesn't even know that Anne is starting to dislike her. That's kind of funny. Jordana's being an idiot now, you know? In the beginning of school, I thought Jordana is a you know, magical person from another dimension, but now she completely lost my respect. I mean, I do respect her as a human being, you know, and I do think it's you know, she's not like a terrible person or anything, but yeah, compared to who she was, she's no one now. Actually, I told Russ the other day that Jordana told me during 8th grade how strong people live, weak people die. If you want me to respect you, be strong, or else why can't you just die? That's something Jordana said to me. That was harsh, that was strict. She was a really dark and kind of a manipulative and evil person before. And then between 8th grade and 9th grade, she changed. And now she's like, kind of a crappy person. But yeah, you know, whatever. You know, it's whatever, as long as I am able to befriend people, including Mary, Bernese, Linda, and Potato Gang. I've won, and I'm gonna be content with my school life. So, yeah, right now it's 12:40 after midnight. I will go to bed very soon, but before I go to bed, I just really want to talk about stuffs, you know. So yeah, anyway, today is September 28th, and haha, surprisingly, I still haven't done anything about the short film. Actually, no, I did everything about the short film, and no one else did anything. So I don't even know when did I last leave off. You know, fuck, why am I so itchy right now? I don't even know, fuck, why is my finger so... Alright. I don't even know when did I last leave off. Like, what's the last day I've talked about? I think I did another, like, I filmed more videos after September 11th. But I just, I forgot when. I don't know how, why. I checked, like, I deep scanned my phone, and I can't find any school update videos. I looked through my friggin' diary and can't find Jack. I'm pretty frustrated, to be honest, you know. I know that I have like a 2% chance, of actually being able to talk to Mary, which is supposed to be something easy, like talking to people who you almost see every single day. It's still difficult for me. I don't know why. Like, I just can't walk up to her and say, hey. That would make me a creep. But I can't, like, hide from her. Not hide, but, like, I can't, you know, just not talk to her at all. It's like, I lost, you know? That's the point of the game here. You know, that's my redemption arc, you know? I guess I'm not gonna talk about what happened at school lately right now, because I only want to talk about one thing, really, just one fucking thing. So 2 days ago, actually 2.5 days ago, no, 2 days ago, I don't know, but it was, September 25th at night, when I learned something about one of my classmates, and it's something sex related, and I don't know why, but ever since I knew about this has been haunting me until now, and it will go on, okay? I don't fucking know. Usually, when I know something as ridiculous or as extreme as this, I would just brush it off after a few hours, you know, tell myself that, you know, it's just, you know, what people do, it's just what humans do, it's normal, and I'll move on with life. But this is special, okay? This thing I just learned about, okay? It's absurd to a new degree, okay? I was writing my diary this morning, and I was laughing. I was chuckling to myself, and not like in a happy way, but in a painful way. You know, painful chuckles because of this thing that I've learned, this secret. I don't understand why. And you know, I'm not saying that what happened, like this secret, I'm not saying that this secret is the most extreme secret I've ever heard, but also in some ways this is probably one of the most impactful secrets that I've ever learned, if not the most impactful. And I'm happy that I know it, and I'm happy that a lot of people don't know it, so that, you know, it puts me in a higher position, like a social position, than others, because I deserve to know this secret, which is great, because I deserve to know something this fucking insane. But then, I guess this secret also pisses me off a little bit, you know, it just, and it's not that I'm jealous, duh. I am probably not gonna get any girlfriends in Hong Kong anyway, which is depressing. I'm not jealous though. I'm not jealous after I've heard this secret. I'm just kind of angry, but not in a way I'm angry at someone. It's funny because at first, after I learned the secret, I was like, okay, you know what? We're all 16, 17, 18-year-olds. If we can explore sexually, okay? It's not a totally bad thing, even though in Hong Kong, actually in Asian countries, sex is a very taboo topic. But you know what? 16, 17, 18 years old, you can explore sexually, you know, it's not that bad. So at first I was like, okay, it's normal. Then I think about it, and then I think about it, and then I think about it, and the more I think about it, the more absurd and extreme this feels. And now I don't even want to talk to that person who's involved in this secret. Not because I hate that person, but because I almost look at him or her in a different way now, and not in a way that I think he or she is a fuckboy or a slut now, but in a way I don't see him or her the same again, you know. In a way, I see that he or she is becoming more mature, and I'm kind of happy for him or her, that person. I can't tell you who. This is one of the rare occasions where I realize how insane this secret is. I can't even tell you guys, even though you wouldn't know who it is. It's gonna be a fake name. I can't even tell you that. Like, it's just absurd. I guess I'm kind of angry because I'm angry because they deserve to have fun, but I don't. What the hell did I do? What the hell did I do to make myself unworthy of, you know? But then again, if you think about it, yeah, this is a very extreme case. It's actually normal to not do that at around our age. I asked Oliver how many people actually fucked in our form, and he said maybe 5, maybe 6, 5 to 6. So if it's 5, then one of the person in our school probably fucked another person in another school. I don't know, but probably 6, maybe 8. So it's kind of rare, actually. You know, we're not as horny as Americans. But it doesn't mean that we're completely not horny. There are some horny ass people walking amongst us. And I don't understand it. Why is it that they get to be the adults while we peasants have to like continue living our lives and be spoon-fed with this boredom while they can experience something like that? Like it just almost pisses me off in a way, you know. And then again, I'm not like horny or anything, but like I'm just I just have this feeling that I and so many other people do not deserve to have fun, no matter sexually or any kinds of fun. We just don't deserve it because we're not cool enough. And that's probably gonna stick to me until the end of my life. I'm never gonna be cool enough to actually have fun and enjoy life. And that just sucks. That thought just haunts me. Even when I'm writing a Chinese assignment today, I was like in the middle of the writing, I stopped and I thought about it and I told myself, don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it. But it's just, fuck, man. And I watched the X-Men movie, Dark Phoenix, and I forgot about the movie like 5 minutes after I watched the movie, but now I still remember that secret so vividly. 2.5 days after I learned about it. It's like I don't understand why. I really don't. I'm just a little pissed. But, you know, it's there are reasons why I don't deserve this. I mean, just look at me. I am not good looking, not at all, and I am so skinny. Like most of the boys in the class are more muscular than me. Okay? And I'm not happy about it. And I've done, you know, exercises and all that, and I've tried to, you know, eat as much proteins as possible. But it's still not working. So, you know, I suck. Even if my personality is charming and I have a sense of humor, I probably won't get a girlfriend all that easily, and I'll probably be alone for a very, very, very long time, if not forever. Let's hope it's not forever, because that would really make my life feel empty, while someone I know around my age has already reached that point. Like, what the fuck, man? I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't. And of course Kingsley knows about this, and I really wanted to talk to him about it, because if I don't talk to someone about it, I would die of thought pollution. So I told him I know something that I shouldn't know. And I said, you know it too. And he's like, what the hell are you talking about? And I can't directly tell him what I know, But, you know, he knows, and, you know, actually, he's part of the culprit. Kingsley told that person details and taught that person how to. And, you know, I've watched a handful of, let's say 18 plus movies and TV shows, and it's not like I've never seen anything sexually extreme before. But something as small as this actually happening to someone around me in reality all of a sudden has so much impact on me. I don't understand. But yeah, anyway, I have to wrap this up. I guess I'm going to talk about September even more, like in the next video or something. But a lot of things happened lately, but none of them are really directly related to me anyway. Jordana is having beef with a lot of people, with Anne especially, and Grant is on Jordana's side. So Anne and Grant weren't like okay as well, which is kind of funny because it's like Jordana taking her own medicine, tasting her own medicine. We also have like 2 to 3 quizzes and tests every day. I don't even care anymore. For some of them, I don't even revise anymore. I just give up. There are so many quizzes and tests and assignments and exams and, you know, dictations. I'm almost kind of used to it already. It's like I'm feeling numb. You know, like if someone beat you up so much, you start to not feel the pain. I took so many tests and quizzes. I don't even feel anxious about it anymore. It's already gone numb. You know, to wrap up this video, I'm gonna tell you something. There's this one time Russel and Jordana and a couple other people were walking outside the corridor outside our classroom. Someone asked them, "Where are you going?" Russel said he and Jordana are jumping, because in Hong Kong schools, a school is basically a building, not a campus, a building with different rooms, and each room is a different classroom. So we have to go up and down and up and down, and it hurts our legs. So we're on the 6th floor, and you can just jump down and commit suicide. So Russel said he and Jordana were gonna jump down. And I said, if you jump down, you're gonna end up back here, because we're already in hell. And Jordana said, "Oh, right. Oh yeah, you're right." Like, not like in a satire way, but like in an agreement, like a surprised agreement way, like, "Oh right, we're in hell. Let's burn to death." That's the extent of it. We're all slowly burning to death. Layers of our skin is, you know, wearing off as our ugliest, stinkiest sides show. It's disgusting. And it's poetic as fuck. It's just insane. We're all insane. And I'm just gonna wrap it up at that. See you soon.